after midnight. We're gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we're gonna chug, look, and shine. We're gonna cause talk and suspicion, give an exhibition.
J.J. Cale was the working name of a guy called John Cale, but who wasn't the John Cale from the Velvet Underground, and so had chosen slightly different name. He was an American musician, singer, and songwriter, and he's credited with being one of the most foundational people for creating the Tulsa sound, which is a cross between blues and jazz and folk and other stuff, which now would probably generally be called Americana, which is a good descriptive name for that kind of melting pot of American root styles. J.J. Cale didn't like being in the public spotlight, so he kept away from it. He didn't do promotion for his albums, and initially he didn't have much money either, but he made a good living out of other people recording his songs, especially Eric Clapton. He released his first album in 1971. He had a brief diversion into electronic music in the mid-90s, and his 15th album came out in 2019, which was posthumous because he had died in 2013. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was J.J. Cale's first album. I have a vinyl copy of this, but it's not my most played J.J. Cale album. I've played, I think it's probably Oki that I've played most. But I've been a fan of J.J. Cale for quite a long time now. It was apparently recorded fairly cheaply. In a few tracks have actually got primitive drum machine in it, including Crazy Mama, which I'll probably put as the last clip over the end credits of this review. It also contains After Midnight. So this is a song that I know really well because it was an Eric Clapton classic song. This is the second version. So J.J. Cale wrote it, and this is the second version of After Midnight that he's recorded. So the first was released as a single and was more upbeat, which was then covered by Eric Clapton. And the success of the Eric Clapton version is how J.J. Cale got persuaded to record a whole album in his own right. So this is bluesy Americana with hints of country. And I think I said in the act introduction that the term Americana is a really great term for him, and it absolutely is. It's very laid back and mellow, even when it's fast. It's got this kind of understated feel to it. So especially this comes through in the vocals, which are very low key. In my notes that I've written down, I say almost apologetic. It's not apologetic. It's just kind of laid back and kind of, this is me. I'm going to do my thing. And it's kind of, he's not shouting in your face. I think that's what I'm saying. It's the opposite of high energy. It's kind of low energy, but it's good with it. So it gives the whole thing a particular aesthetic, which is this kind of happy, relaxed vibe. You can imagine sitting in the sunshine, listen to this, and drinking a soft drink of your choice. The guitar playing is similarly understated. It's subtle and effective. There's some really nice kind of feel to the guitar playing. And I think that I certainly noticed listening to this album that it was especially the voice and the guitar. The rest of it is other people playing, but he's obviously got them into this relaxed vibe, but he really exemplarizes that through his singing and his playing. So as I said, I've been a fan of J.J. Cale for a while. I've been a fan of Eric Clapton for even longer. And I was introduced to J.J. Cale by a friend who said, if you like Eric Clapton, you're probably going to like J.J. Cale, and introduced me to it. So Eric Clapton's kind of mid-70s style is very rooted in this J.J. Cale feel. And he did it well, as in Eric Clapton, but J.J. Cale did it better, in my opinion. So I really like it. Not all critics at the time liked it. I think his use of drum machine is interesting in music like this. It's kind of counterintuitive as you might think, but I think he makes it work. I feel like it's maybe an album that not everybody will instantly click with, and I think it's one of those things that you've got to got open to it to actually get something out of it. A bit like a shy person, you've got to kind of put something into this to get something out. So that's what I think of this album. I really like it. As always, I'd love to invite you to tell me what you think of this album. So please do by leaving me a comment by going tappy tappy tap tap or thumb 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 in the comments box down below. The next review on this channel is going to be of Megadeth's album Peace Sells But Who's Buying? And that's it from me for now.
Great